Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. The SEC, on the official SEC website, changed remarks that former SEC Chair Jay Clayton gave during a speech back in 2018. The transcription they provide is not what Jay Clayton said, and they put it on their website to, I believe, to deceive crypto investors very clearly. And I'll highlight exactly how they did it, and there are a couple big ways in particular that this is highly deceptive. This was done with intent, I firmly believe. Because Jay Clayton said something that he shouldn't have said. He wasn't supposed to say in public. And it's not so good for the SEC. It's not so good. And what is it? Well, it's that, look, frankly, I think all of us here in the XRP community get it at this point. That the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass speech was not merely his opinion. He put a little one-liner in there, hey, just so you know, this is just my personal opinion, and that's it. That's enough to as far as the court's concerned, apparently, to indicate that really is officially just his personal opinion. All of the additional evidence to the contrary, at least to this point, hasn't mattered, unfortunately. So this isn't in line with reality. And it was my fellow XRP YouTuber, Crypto Eddy, that uncovered this discrepancy, let's call it, to use a euphemism, right? Discrepancy here. It was willful intent to deceive crypto investors. That's what it was. But it was my fellow XRP YouTuber, Crypto Eddy, that uncovered this. So I always want to give credit where it's due. And so this is what I'm going to be talking about. I wasn't even about to bury the lead. Like, I wanted to tell you right here in the intro, this is what it's about. And then I'm going to lay out the specifics as we go through the case. I'll make sure the table's properly set so that you know everything that's been set up to this point. And then we'll wrap the video up with the specifics of what was altered on the official SEC website with the intent to deceive people that would be reading potentially that transcript on their website. But I do want to be clear at the outset here, I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. XRP community member Wheezy, and his tweet is on your screen right now, he uncovered an absolutely unbelievable video clip that up until this point, just 2 days ago, up until that point, had been almost entirely unseen. In fact, he ended up sending a message to me, or maybe it was just in a YouTube comment. At the time that he found this video clip, there were 104 views, and it's a clip from over 3 years ago, and I think there may have been like 198 subscribers to this particular YouTube channel. So I understandably, people were not coming across this, but it's a freaking gem. Thank God the internet is freaking forever because Jay Clayton done got nailed. It's his own words here. There is no denying what he actually thinks here. And so Wheezy tagged me along with a number of others in the community. So I credit again, and I reported on this part of the story yesterday. And in this video clip, it was at, by the way, an entrepreneurship festival in Nashville. It was on, I believe it was August 29th, 2018. That's when he gave his remarks here, actually. August 29th. Here, actually, I had it pulled up. Yeah, here we go. The 3686 Entrepreneurship Festival, August 29th, 2018, 3 p.m. Eastern time, right? And so here's what Jay Clayton said, for those of you that may have missed it up to this point. And even if you saw this story, because everybody's in the community has been talking about this since the other day, a little refresher never hurts here. But here's the actual quote from former SEC Chair Jay Clayton. At the time, mind you, he was the actual SEC Chair, so there's nobody above him. This is the guy at the top saying what he said. Here's the quote. Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security, and I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech, which is available on our website. Well, how about that? And so everybody's been talking about this for good reason. In fact, here's a tweet, there's a few tweets actually, from Eleanor Tarrant, who is a journalist and producer with Fox Business Network, who has been working closely with Charles Gasparino covering the Ripple story, and they've been doing a fantastic job just getting the truth out, frankly. And she shared that exact clip, and she wrote the following. Check this out. So both Hinman and Clayton are now on record saying the W word. This can't be ignored. And just to be clear, in case you didn't pick up what we've been putting down here, the W word is we. And this is important because the SEC is claiming that and Bill Hinman's claiming that the speech he gave June 14th, 2018, where Ethereum got the free pass, right? That was just his personal opinion. Yet on television multiple times, Hinman stated "we," referencing he at the SEC. He did that, and you can see obviously all sorts of media articles taking this speech as official SEC decree as a result. All of that evidence is out there, and now we've got this, which is brand new. So now we've got former SEC chair Jay Clayton, while he was the SEC chair, using the W word, and again, not just saying "we." It gets worse than that. Look at what else Eleanor had to say, and she's hitting the nail on the header. She wrote, and it's not just the we part. It's the fact that Clayton is encouraging people to go to the website and read the speech. Why do that if it's just one man's opinion? So let me pause right there. That is crucial. Why is that crucial? Because it's market guidance. The top guy at the SEC said we, referencing the SEC, obviously, and then said, here you go, here's the market guidance you need, sending them directly to the website to read the specifics of the Bill Hinman speech. That is damning. If they're really going to continue to try and claim it's just the position of Bill Hinman, no, because clearly you're all a bunch of liars, you rat-ass bastards. And then Eleanor wrote the following. And right after Hinman's speech, there were numerous articles written with titles like, SEC announces cryptocurrency Ether is not a security. Why didn't the SEC bother to correct them? Or when journalists asked the question in interviews on live TV, no correction. Confused. Yeah, so these are all points that I've talked about before too, and I've highlighted on my channel many times. Headlines from back in the day saying SEC, the message was basically, SEC has declared Ether to not be a security. And I've made the point too, okay, if this is not the case, obviously the SEC could see that the public was very confused then. If this wasn't the message they were trying to get across, the public was taking it as official decree, and the SEC did nothing to correct them. Anyone. Ever. Not once. That's because the public was taking it exactly as the SEC wanted it to be taken, and they never thought that they would be under this much scrutiny. They never thought, well, you know what? You done messed up, son. Okay? Because you have harmed an untold number of XRP holders to the tune of $15 billion in damages. You done poked the bear, son. Okay? And so you didn't think you were going to be under all of this scrutiny, but you are. And that's why what you've actually said and the way that you've misdirected is being picked apart, because you have harmed real people, SEC officials, former SEC officials. That's why. It's completely disgusting. And then Eleanor Terrett highlighted this clip. I'm not going to play this either. There's no point, but it was of Bill Hinman on CNBC. And here's a quote from Bill Hinman. He's the guy that gave the Ethereum free pass speech. When we look at Bitcoin and when we look at Ether, we're comfortable viewing these as items that don't have to be regulated as securities. End quote. Who is we if not the SEC? Well, of course it's the SEC. Of course it is. And she's hitting the nail on the head. And now take a look at this from attorney John Deaton. What exculpatory or damning evidence exists within the 63 emails containing the draft speech? So we're talking about the draft of Bill Hinman's Ethereum free pass speech, just to be clear. And then John continues. The SEC intends to argue, contrary to its repeated assertions and sworn statements that Director Bill Hinman's June 2018 speech represented only his personal views, the SEC now wants to argue the emails and other documents were an essential link in the SEC's deliberative process with respect to Ether and other digital assets. How is that even possible? How could you take something that's purely personal opinion, and then when you attach your personal opinion to it in conjunction with the other personal opinion, only part of it is personal opinion, but the rest of it, it's no longer personal opinion. It's actually secret deliberative process. In what world does that make logical sense? It doesn't. Spoiler alert, sorry. And then John wrote, they fought hard to have it declared a personal opinion. Now they fight hard not to turn over the evidence. And then there was also this from attorney John Deaton. This is from literal yesterday. Why is Eleanor Terrett and Charles Gasparino the only ones reporting all the facts? Despite Hinman and the SEC claiming the speech was a personal opinion, Hinman repeatedly stated we at the SEC believe. Clayton did the same. Hester Peirce and Robert Jackson referred to the speech as guidance, and that's true. And mind you, I actually like Hester Peirce. Robert Jackson, and so they're both SEC commissioners, mind you, well, Hester is, Robert Jackson was. I believe he left that position before the vote on Ripple, though. I don't believe, yeah, he was not one of the voters of that. But he had publicly stated a number of things that I find kind of repulsive. And I don't think he should have had the job that he had, because his whole attitude was that the crypto landscape is changing so quick that we can't do anything but provide market guidance through personal opinions of Bill Hinman, which he did point to, and then that's pretty much it, and enforcement action. He literally was saying, I can't do this job, so we're gonna do this instead. No, get rid of that person. He's literally saying publicly at speeches, and he's proud of it. He's like, it can't be done. We can't do this thing. We can't provide guidance. No, the landscape changes too quickly. Well, then you fire that person. Get them the hell out of there if they're just admitting they can't do the freaking job, because the market needs and deserves the guidance. Now, Hester Peirce, she did point to the Bill Hinman speech as guidance, and look, she's been hypercritical of decisions made, let's say, in particular under Gary Gensler. And so I get the sense that she's looking, broadly speaking, at having sufficient regulatory clarity. I think that's fair. In the meantime, she did point to that that Bill Hinman free pass speech, the Ethereum free pass speech, is market guidance. She did, and she is one of the top people at the SEC. So it's the best that we had to the point. And so say what you will, I'm still a fan of Hester Peirce because she's trying to do what's right very clearly, whereas with Robert Jackson, no, he literally said, yeah, we can't do the job, it's not possible, so we're just not going to do it, we're going to regulate by enforcement, and then share personal opinions from SEC staff, and then point you there, and then good luck, if you're lucky we won't see you. That's basically his attitude. No, that's repulsive. Hell no. Get the hell out of here. And so here's the tweet from my fellow XRP YouTuber Crypto Eddy. And she wrote, fact, the SEC website changed the remarks translation of the Clayton speech. And and it's true. And so, again, I wanted to make sure I give credit where it's due. That's why I made sure to cite her at the beginning and again right now, because she uncovered something that is highly noteworthy, which is why I'm talking about it further here. What she went on to cite is, if you go into the full speech, which is on the screen right now, and you just press Control F, you can search, just type in any term you want to search. So I typed in Hinman, it brought me right to the spot I wanted to see here. And here is actually, let me go ahead and yeah, fine, I'll just read this one first. So here's the fake transcript. Here's the fake transcript. It reads as follows. This is the relevant portion. And this is from then SEC Chair Jay Clayton. Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach staff takes to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security, and I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech. Full stop. That's it. They ended that sentence right there. What did Jay Clayton actually say? Well, let me read it again. I transcribed this. This is what he actually said word for word. Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security, and I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech, which is available on our website. So there you go. Two notable differences here, which just happen to, from a legal perspective, benefit the SEC. Isn't that kind of curious? Somebody came in here with a fine-tooth comb and picked this apart, was like, oh no, we can't have this. Oh, no, we can't let the truth get out and all of our deception. No. So they fixed the problem. They were hoping that the video, which almost nobody on the planet had seen prior to this a couple days ago, they were hoping that that would just go away and that the only record beyond that would be what's on the website here, which, other than, well, without the video clip, it's just innocuous. There's no problem here if you're just looking at the transcript. But two glaring problems right here. Jay Clayton, what he actually said is, he said, Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security. And then they also chopped off a highly relevant portion. The tail end of the sentence was, reads, which is available on our website. That's right. Which is available on our website, because he was directing, because he wanted it to be used as market guidance. So the SEC, they took it out because they didn't want anyone to be able to pin market guidance on them when it's just a personal opinion here, and they didn't want the word we. But this is what Jay Clayton was doing. He did. You know, this wasn't an he didn't accidentally say this. Are you kidding me? So again, the real transcription is, Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security, and I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech, which is available on our website. There you go. So it's just, we don't we wish Jay Clayton had said that, so we're just going to chop off the second half of that sentence because it doesn't favor us. Just deceive the public, because what was actually said, something different, but we don't want the public to know what was actually said, so we're just going to deceive them because it's just an obscure videotape maybe one person has. We're just gonna not talk about that. Hopefully it doesn't get widely circulated at some point in the future, because why would it be? Who'd be scrutinizing this text to this degree? And so this is the audacity of it all. They thought that they would never come under this type of scrutiny, and that's part of the reason that they felt okay behaving the way they've been behaving and deceiving people. And then they throw out the other part, which is the market guidance. No, Jay Clayton, what do you mean? Here's the transcript here. He didn't say anything about this Bill Hinman speech being available on the website. They completely misdirected people. This is deception, folks. This is intentionally done very clearly. And I am disgusted by it. It really burns my biscuits. All my biscuits are burnt all up in his bench. Ain't nobody got no damn time for that. I'm still optimistic justice is going to be done, though. It's taking a lot longer than it should, but there's so much damning evidence. And can you imagine if this didn't go well for XRP holders? You think that the XRP community is just going to shut the hell up if this didn't go well with this court case? Do you think it's just going to, because I don't think it's just going to end there. I think that we're just going to get louder and noisier until justice is finally done. And if that means somehow appeals or this or that, I don't know what the legal path would be moving forward at that point. And not that I think it'll come to that. But we're not just going to go quietly into the night here. It's not how this works. They're screwing the investors that they're sworn to protect. No, we're not going to shut up. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.